Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Ra. And let me holler at you real quick. Understand that your silence is power. Don't go around telling everybody what you got going on. Don't tell everybody what your dreams are, what your aspirations are. Whether they want you to succeed or not, whether you have the talent or not, no one really wants you to win until you win. No one will celebrate you until you actually cross the finish line. People will use your dreams, people will use your trauma, people will use the things that happened to you in your past and use them as ammunition. Understand that there's only a select few people that you are safe with. Just because you kicked it with a couple people, just because you go way back with some people, doesn't mean that you're safe. It doesn't mean that you're valued. Enjoying someone's company and being valued are two separate things. Feeling safe, feeling valued, feeling secure, feeling seen by someone is different than just, having a drink with the squad, having a drink with the crew, and just chilling. There's nothing wrong with that. Peers, associates, friends, family, lovers, differentiate all of those. So understand this, that your silence is power. People will say you're fake. People will say that, you trying to act mysterious or something, but it's not that. A lot of people go through life wearing masks, but in certain settings, you have to. It's not that you're being fake. You're protecting yourself. Look at chameleons. People say being a chameleon is a bad thing. That's looked as an insult, right? Because, they changed their skin, they changed their colors. I don't look at it that way. And the reason why I don't is because it's all like, who are you to demand the real version of me? Who are you to demand the authentic, organic version of me? What have you done? How have you earned my trust? A lot of people want to peel back the layer so they can use that against you. When you make it to the big leagues, there's going to be a lot of people who knew you. They're going to be all like, oh, I knew so-and-so, they was this, they was that. And whether it was true or not, when you make it to that top, when you make it to the top, when you make it to where you're trying to be, people will believe it just based on the fact that they used to know you. So people will use who you were at that time. You might have not been the greatest person at that time, but you learned and you've grown. People don't give people the opportunity to change, to grow, to better themselves. They write them off. Like, oh, if you were this way 3 years ago, you're that way now. But that's not the case. So understand that if you didn't give them that ammunition, they wouldn't be able to use that to you in the long run. Just because you're done with the BS doesn't mean the BS is done with you. Watch how you talk to people. Watch what you tell people. It's a secret for a reason. People say secrets are bad. The people that say that is just trying to get something out of you. They want to know what they have on you. Everybody wants some on somebody so they can use it against them. That's why your silence is power. No one really knows who you are. You have that mystique. You have that aura. You know what I mean? I know that's like the word people are saying nowadays. It's been around for a long time, but whatever. But understand that when people know that, oh, he or she doesn't just give themselves to everybody. Look at supply and demand. Look at Toyotas and Lamborghinis. Look at the demand for Lamborghinis. You don't see Lamborghinis everywhere. You don't see Benzes everywhere. You don't see Rolls Royces everywhere. Supply and demand. You have to act like that and behave like that as an individual. And people know that that anyone can have access to you. Everyone has control over you. That anyone can just say or do something, you react. You'll be easily testable. People will be able to test you. People will be able to get inside your head, plant seeds inside your head, plant ideas in your head and convince that they were yours. You'll be easily manipulated. But your silence, your well-reservedness, your energy, since it's sacred, who are you attracting when you act that way? Who are you attracting when you behave that way? You're attracting like-minded people. Sometimes the reason why you haven't found your person, let's say you want your person, maybe you haven't attracted that relationship yet, because you need to change. A lot of times we view everyone else as the problem. That guy or girl that you want, maybe you need to change. Maybe your lover is waiting on you. Maybe the person that you want, the tribe that you want, the goal that you want is waiting on you to actually make that step and change. People look at change as a bad thing. People look at it as like, oh, I'm not changing at my core. I don't need to change. I'm already great. Are you? It's a pretty biased opinion, don't you think? Why not want to better yourself? What are you running from? What is stopping you from taking that first step and wanting better for yourself? You're putting in effort, right? Or you're doing these things, or you're going along your life this way, right? And you're not seeing any changes. Maybe the change is you. Maybe the problem is you. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad person. It just means that sometimes we go about things and look at the problem in not the correct way. Sometimes the solution is right in front of us. Run to it. Don't run from it. Think before you speak. Think before you act. A lot of people, they get asked a question or people come at them a certain way and they just blur out the first thing that comes to your mind. Analyze it. Think about it for a little bit. Ponder on that. Expound on that. Understand that. It doesn't mean that you gotta I don't mean silence and don't talk, don't laugh, don't have fun, don't be joyful, don't be blissful. I mean analyze the setting, look at the setting that you're in and realize, okay, I'm around these people. These people might not understand where I'm coming from. Everybody doesn't deserve the real you. Some people they become unsettling to people who have high level frequency of consciousness. They want you to dim your light and dumb yourself down to their level. And those aren't people that you want to be around. Your silence is, okay, let me analyze where I'm coming from and what I need to bring to the situation, to this conversation, before I say something that puts me in a hole, that puts me in a bad position. That's all it is. It doesn't mean be mean. It doesn't mean that, that you're better than anybody else. You're a human being just like everybody else. What I mean is that how you conduct yourself in certain situations determines how your life will be going moving forward. That's what matters. But hey, it's Ra. Like, comment, subscribe if you like it, if you're new. And you got this, homie. It's already yours.